the other way is to you go, out of the height and the width, what's the longest thing? So this one, it's higher. And this is probably the way I taught you in beginners. It's a little bit simpler. So if you say, same process again, except you start with the height. So if I'll get my butt back a bit so I can lock my arm. So I close one eye, lock my arm, and I have my brush at right angles to my line of sight. You can't have it measuring like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. It's got to be at right angles, straight up and down, making a T from your eyes to the pencil, flat. So at right angles to what you're looking at. So then I'm going to lock my arm, close one eye, and I go from the tippy top of the thing I'm seeing, and then I slide my thumbnail up to the bottom bit, lock my elbow, and then I rotate around. I hold that measurement and I rotate around. Then I put this end of the brush on the left-hand side, wherever it is. Looks like the skirt's wider. And then it comes up to about there. So which to me looks like about 2/3. So it's the same thing. You just go, okay, well, I've got to make a box that's this tall, but then it's got to be 2/3 as wide in the width. So if you're going to start again, you say, all right, we know what the height is. Let's see if we can fit a height like this onto the page. And this is often how I'll do it, just a line. You don't have to draw the whole box. Then I go, okay, well, that's my overall height. This is hard because you've got a colour here. Then you put a guess mark for where the first side is here. And then you go, I've got to go 2/3 this whole length here. It's hard when you've got a colour here. That makes it more difficult to work out thirds. But I'll put that on my guess mark there. And I'll say, I'm going to guess that this is about 1/3. I'll just check there. A bit less. So a little bit less there to make it to 1/3. Then I go there, a bit more. So I want 2/3. Thirdsies are hard. That's about right there. So then we'll check it again. So it's easier with a long, clean stick with no colours on it. I need a great big long bit of wood. Here's one. Long handled brush. Easy. So I go here. This is easier. If you don't have that colour distracting you, it's easier to work out thirds. So if I go here to here and I want 2/3 of that, let's say we go from here to here, a bit less there. That's about right. There is about 1/3. So then that part is 2/3. And yeah, I'm pretty much spot on there. So that's that width there is 2/3 of that overall height. And so then I can put my figure into that box.